Woo, woo, woo. What is that, my friends? How are you, my favorite entrepreneurs? I am so excited to be here with you today. So tell me when you tune in, say what's up. Oh man, don't tell me I'm losing my voice again. Or I'm just trying to turn my phone off. I always forget to turn it off before I go live. I need to put like a post-it note. Sticky note, as my mom used to say. Sorry about that. So, oh man, I've got some great stuff for you because it's the beginning of the week. And I know if you're like me, well, you got bills to pay, right? And you want to make money. So let's talk about making money. Let's talk about a profitable week. What is that going to look like? What are the things that you need to do to have a profitable week this week? Not next week. Okay, well, what you do this week is going to go over into next week. You know that, right? Okay. So when you're here, say, what's up? Let me know that you're tuning in. Otherwise, it's a little lonely. You feel like you're just talking to yourself. I'm just making sure that I'm actually live and you guys can see me. Am I here? Like, what is going on? All right, there I am. Okay, good. Okay. You never know with technology. Sorry if my lighting's not so good. We're still trying to figure out the lighting situation. All right. All right, I'm streaming in a bunch of different places. Okay, so I want to make sure I got everybody covered. So having a profitable week is super important, right? Because I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't like to work for free. Do you like to work for free? That might be a hard question. I know that you might be like, what you talking about, Erica? What you talking about, Willis? Well, some people are working for free, okay? They're giving out samples. They're giving away freebies. They're having a hard time bringing up the money, and they're giving a lot of their time. They're having coffee chats or virtual appointments. They're doing a lot of things. And hey, Millie, what's up? Millie's in the house. And they're not making money. They're not monetizing it. Okay. So if I hit a nerve, don't leave me now. We need to chat. Okay. If I didn't hit a nerve, okay, that's okay. I've got some stuff for you as well. All right. So if we haven't met before, my name is Erica V. Well, my real name is Erica Vassal. I go by Erica V, and I'm known as the queen of non-pushy sales. I have created a 5-step simple process called the blessing method. I've done this over 30 years. Can you believe it? I've been selling and in business for over 30 years now. My passion is to help entrepreneurs to attract pre-qualified leads and turn them into clients for life. A client is someone who purchases from you more than one time. So if you are getting a one-time sale, baby, guess what? That's a customer, okay? That would mean that your business is more transactional than relationship. So type in the chat and let me know, is your business more transactional or relationship? So what do you want it to be? Maybe right now you get a lot of one-time sales, okay? But maybe you really want to build those relationships with people so that 20 years from now, they're still purchasing from you. So don't get this twisted though. When I say relationship business, my philosophy on this is that you problem solve first and then you build the relationship. So you're not building the relationship first, finally getting enough courage to bring up your product or service, and then talk to them. It's not like that because you know why? Some people might think that's some phony baloney business. They might think, whoa, why are you asking me now? Right? Or were you pretending to be my friend before? So I like to get it all over and done with in the beginning, find out if they're, open to taking my survey so that I can find out if we're a good match, right? And solve their problem. And then guess what? Then they become my friends because I solve their problem. They're excited to work with me. I gain referrals, things like that happens. I know it's a whole new spin on it, isn't it? All right. Oh my gosh, look at all the people are here. Hey guys, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from, please. Okay, so first step one, you've got to plan out your time. You want to have a profitable week? Plan out your time. If you haven't grabbed the Blessing Method plan sheet, make sure you grab that. Okay, you can even edit. It's editable. I can never say that word. You can edit it for your times. Okay, so what you want to do is find out what you need to do tomorrow. Plot it out tonight. Okay, I'm talking nitty gritty down to the detail. You don't just write work, you write exactly what you're going to do. You don't write in the car, you write down what you're going to do in the car. So I've already done a whole training on planning out your time. So if you haven't watched that, find it and watch that. Okay. So, profitable week, you need to plan out your time. You need to be strategic. And I know if you're working from home, it is so easy to get distracted. I mean, you walk upstairs maybe and you went to put your makeup on and then you pass the load of laundry and you're like, oh, maybe I should do some laundry. Oh, while I'm in here, maybe I'll dust. Oh, wait, maybe I should go do this. And next thing you know, 2 hours have passed. Now you need a nap and you forgot you're supposed to be working, right? So when we're entrepreneurs, we have to make sure that we set our time. Like you clock in, you clock out. You need to treat it like a business if you want to make money like a business. I'm just going to be real here, like your sweet auntie. If you're treating it like a hobby, like, you're pouring a lot of money into it and you do it whenever you feel like it, right? You're probably not going to be getting out of debt, paying off bills, traveling the world with money from your business. Treat it with respect. When you treat your business with respect, your family will as well. I learned that the hard way. My husband would say to me, when are you working? This was many years ago. And I'm like, I don't know. It depends when you're going to be here, when the kids, blah, blah, blah. And he'd always ask me, when am I working? And I would get so irritated with him. Why does he need to know when I'm working? And then one day we chatted about it and he's like, you should have a schedule, like when you take lunch and all that. And I'm like, what? I'm an entrepreneur. I don't need a schedule. He's like, I bet you would get way more done. And then we could plan out all of our weekends and all that stuff. And I was like, fine, I'll do it. And I did. Don't ever tell him this, guys. Okay. Because, girl code, right? It made a difference. So I would encourage you, set up your week, set it up for success. So use the blessing method plan sheet. Okay. So you know what you're going to do. The other thing is I'm going to ask you a question. If I were to message you right now and say, hey, what is it that you do? Would you be able to, boom, message me back in an instant? Someone messaged me today and said, hey, I'm not even sure what you do. And I was like, he's like, oh yeah, that's what I thought you did. Okay. Guys, I know what I do. I know what I do. I can say it in my sleep. I can rap it. Can you? You don't have to rap it, but can you tell me really simply, I da 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 da. I da da. Like, tell me, what do you do? Type it right now. If you know what you do, type it right now. If you're like, yo, Erica, I want to be able to tell people what I do, but it's like complicated and I can't explain it. Okay, well, then we need to have a chit chat because let me tell you something. I'm so sorry, guys. I have no idea what my lighting looks like, but it looks terrible from here. So just don't even look at me, okay? Just don't look. Just listen. Okay. If you can't tell me, your friend over here, what it is you do, and you feel like it's complicated, guess what? Your ideal client is not going to understand that you're their person. So this is one of the things we have to get down pat. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, what do you do? Oh, Blanca says I look fine. Thank you, Blanca. Over here, it looks like I'm in Seattle or something with the cloudy gray skies. So, a lot of times people will say to you, well, you need to say, who do you serve? Who do you help? What do you do? Just tell me what you do. Okay. So if hearing all that extra stuff makes it complicated, then don't say that. Here, I'll give you a tip. Okay. So, hey, oh my gosh, you know what I do? Oh, I help entrepreneurs attract pre-qualified leads and turn them into clients for life. To sum it up, I help entrepreneurs make more money fast in a non-pushy manner. See how easy that was? It was very simple. Did everyone who's watching understand what I do? Right? So I want you to think about that. So if we're going to plan out our week and we're going to be profitable, we're going to plan out our time. We're going to make sure we can articulate to people what we do. So I can teach you how to attract pre-qualified leads to you. Would you like that? Would you like your ideal client to come to you? I want to buy from you. And if they did, if your phone was blowing up, whoa, ding, 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 ding. All these people are like, I want to buy from you. I want to buy from you. What do you do? What do you do? Would you have a panic attack? Would you fall on the floor? Well, we need to call an ambulance. Would you pass out because you'd be like, oh crap, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with these people who want to buy from me. Would you know what to do if somebody was interested in your product or service? Would you? A, say, here's my website. Let me know if you find anything. B, I'll get back to you. C ignore them. D, send them a survey. What would you do? What would you do? So here's the thing. I teach educational selling, okay? So I don't send people to a website. I problem solve. I find out what they need, okay? They might not even know what they need, but I'm an expert problem solver, so I can diagnose that based on asking strategic questions. So for me, a profitable week would be I've sent out surveys. People filled out my survey and then they put themselves on my calendar. And then I had a chit chat and then they signed up for whatever course or guide that they needed to be successful. That would mean profit for my family and for me. Okay. Now, the reason I don't send people to a website is because clearly they could have just done that without me and they don't know what they need, right? They don't know what it is. So, oh, Blanca, you can tell those blessing method users. Look at that, Blanca. It's got your little face on there. Look how pretty she is. I love that. I didn't know I had that on there before. That's cool as that. All right. So listen, I want you guys to think about something. Have you guys been to the grocery store, right? Even though Big Daddy does the grocery shopping, I do like to hang out in the grocery store. I meet lots of friends there. They hire the best people at our Giant. So listen, think about the grocery store. Go down the bread aisle. Tons and tons and tons of bread. Like you can smell. It smells like a bakery, right? We got Wonder Bread. I don't eat gluten, but I know that there's like different kinds of bread. So there's hamburger rolls, hot dog rolls, right? There's wheat bread. There's keto bread. There's sprout bread. There's all kinds of breads, right? It's overwhelming, isn't it? If somebody you didn't know said to you, hey, I'm so glad you're going to be visiting us tonight. Could you just buy some bread on your way over to our house? So now you were going to be the guest of someone and they said, I need some bread. And now you go to the bread aisle and there's like 5 million types of bread. And you're standing there and your eyes are like, oh, crap. How would you know what kind of bread to buy them? You wouldn't, right? So you would be afraid, oh, if I buy the white, what if they want wheat? What if they have food allergies? What if they wanted Italian? What if they wanted French? What if they want, you know what I mean? How could you solve that? What could you have said when they said, on your way here, can you stop by the store and get some bread? Sure, no problem. Did you want like sandwich bread or did you want some for dinner, like, French or Italian? Oh, sandwich bread. Okay, great. Do you prefer white or wheat? Or is there a specific kind? Oh, okay. So white, any particular brand that you would like. Okay, not a problem. I'll get you the white sandwich bread. See, I could solve the problem. But if I didn't know, right, it would be overwhelming. So imagine I didn't ask the questions. I'm standing in front of the aisle. There's a million breads. I don't want to disappoint them. So, hey, I might be like calling them and tell them the store's out of bread because it's too overwhelming. I can't do it. You could say, I forgot. Get to their house and say, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot to get the bread. There's things you could do, right? Because you were overwhelmed. So you just don't deal with it because it's too much, right? And that's what a lot of people do when you send them to your website. It's like the bread aisle. They're like, I don't know. Maybe you sell water, right? There's 5 million waters, okay? Maybe I don't sell these, but I buy these. Maybe you do oils, right? So maybe there's a million oils. They don't know what the heck they need. Oh, I love this stuff if you have acid reflux. Maybe you sell acid reflux remedies, okay? But you have 20 of them. They don't know. So what they would need from you is for you to guide them. Take their hand. Ask them some questions about the type of water, the type of hydration, the type of oils. Ask them questions, right? And then they're going to buy from you. But oftentimes people just don't purchase when you send them to the website. That's why many of these companies have the abandoned cart, right? Because they found out that a lot of people go to a website, they put stuff in the cart, and they never check out. I believe mostly it's because they don't know if they're buying the right thing and they don't want to make the bad decision. They don't want to make the wrong choice. That's why I choose to practice educational selling, and that's what I teach, okay? So if you want to have a profitable week, you're going to need to plan out your time. Make sure you can articulate what you do because you should be attracting people to you, right? And in my world, it would be I would know strategic questions, right? So you would have a survey ready to go, or you'd have your strategic questions ready to go. You'd also know your calendar. You'd know when you're ready. Raise your hand, give me a hand, give me a high five, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart. Do you have a way for people to book appointments with you? Are you making it easy for people? Or are you going back and forth with them? Are you spending a lot of time going back and forth trying to book an appointment? Okay. Sometimes we do want to say, like, is Tuesday or Thursday better, right? Sometimes we do want to have that engagement, but sometimes it gets complicated. The other person's so busy and you want to, oh, good, we got thumbs up. And you want to be able to say, hey, here's my link, for you to schedule the best time for you. Okay, now here's a hot tip. When you set up your calendar, don't book it out more than 10 days. I believe you shouldn't, because there's no sense of urgency, right? And if they book an appointment in 3 months from now, they're going to forget. Okay. And plus, how do you even know what your schedule is in 3 months from now? Okay. So that's a tip for you. Okay. So in order to have a profitable week, you need to do some prep work, don't you? You need to do some prep work, and you need to make sure that you can close the sale. What does close the sale mean? It means that money changes hands. Okay. Money changes hands. So I want you to think back the past 7 days. Okay. So 7 days ago, past 7 days, how many people have you chatted to about your business? How many people purchased out of that number? Did you chat with 50 people and 5 purchased? Did you chat with 3 and 3 purchased? Did you chat with 0 and you had 0 sales? Okay. And the reason I'm asking you that is because you need to know your numbers. You want to have a profitable week. You need to know if you had a profitable week, right? So starting tomorrow, I would say start tracking. If you need the Blessing Method tracker, let me know. Track who you are reaching out to. Track who's reaching out to you. Track when you schedule that appointment. Track when they purchase from you. Track when they fill out your survey. Guys, if you don't know your numbers, you have no idea if you're making money or not, right? And sometimes we want to have our blinders on and we want to be like, I don't even want to know. This is the thing. I understand, because a lot of times we're pouring our heart and our soul into our businesses. It's our babies, right? Our business is our baby. But if you don't know the areas that are making you money, well, what if you are doing the same thing over and over and over and over and you're not making money? What's going to happen in 6 months from now? What's going to happen in a year from now? Eventually it's going to catch up if you're going to keep going through your savings, if you're not bringing in more money, right? The other thing is I'm a big advocate for is finding out your average sale. So if you ever have a chit chat with me, I'll say, okay, so what's your average sale? What's your average sale per person? And a lot of people don't know. And that's okay, because maybe no one ever talked to them about it. Well, now you know. Go back. If you're getting ready to do your taxes, right? Well, how many people purchased from you? What was the total? Divide it. That's your average sale per person. Okay. So if your average sale per person is lower than you thought, then that's a little red flag to tell you, hey, whoop, 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 we need to ask more strategic questions. We need to maybe tweak our presentation. Okay. So for this week, we've got, let's do from now for the next 7 days, for the next 6 days. Okay. For the next 6 days. So tonight, plot out what you're going to do tomorrow. Okay. Don't leave me now. Okay. Plot out what you're going to do tomorrow. Then I want you to, on the back of that piece of paper, or get a Post-it note, okay? And I want you to write, as I was saying these things, right? Survey, having an online booking tool, knowing your numbers, knowing how to articulate what you do, presenting effectively, referrals. What stood out to you and your heart was like, ooh, Poop, I need to work on that one. I keep saying it. Write it down. Be honest with yourself, right? Okay. So the reason I bring these things up is I teach the foundations of a business. It's timeless, right? Whether Facebook goes away or Instagram or TikTok or anything changes, the foundation of your business is always going to remain the same, right? And that's, what do you do? How do you help the people and making money, right? If there is a breakdown in any one of those areas of the foundation, whoa, things are going to get a little topsy-turvy, okay? So I want to help you as entrepreneurs and sales professionals to identify the areas in which you feel like you need to tweak. Is it your time management? Is it scheduling appointments? Maybe you schedule them and people don't show up, or maybe you cannot get people to schedule. Maybe you're holding presentations and at the end you're like, what just happened? They keep telling me they're going to use up what they have, or they're going to get back to me, or today it's not a good time. Maybe you're hearing a lot of things and they're giving you hope, but 6 months pass and they didn't buy. Maybe you have a hard time with your follow-up. I've got a really great snazzy system over here. These are like, this is real, okay? My system. Maybe it's following up. What is it? Okay. And if you know it right now, type it right now. Let's get honest. Okay. I don't work with a lot of mindset. I work with strategy, but I do know that if we're overwhelmed and we just can't get started, it will prevent us from being successful. Okay. So I have found that if we can identify the areas in which we need to tweak, we're going to just zoom in on those, tweak them, and we're all good, right? Do you agree with that? Okay. So this week, plan out your time. You're going to schedule appointments. You're going to present to those people and they're going to purchase from you, right? Get referrals and put those people on automation. That's how you're going to make money this week. If there's any area in there where you're like, oh, I can't do that. I can't hold a presentation. Write it on a piece of paper and take a picture and you're going to private message me. Okay. The other thing, if you're like, you know what? I need a little help. I'm a little stressed out. I feel awkward, things like that. I'm going to help you. So on Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern, is it still Eastern Standard Time or is it Eastern Daylight Time? It's got me all mixed up. Okay. What's going on? All right. I am holding an event and I want you to bring your entrepreneur friends with you. Okay. I believe that we are stronger together. Do you guys agree that entrepreneurs are stronger together? We need to stick together. Okay, why do we need to stick together? Well, because not everyone understands the entrepreneur brain. So here is an event that I'm having. I'm going to share my screen with you. Maybe. Is it? Can I? Okay, here we go. So this is the event that I'm having. Okay, so you can request the replay, but I'm going to be honest with you. How many replays do you have in your inbox? Do you ever watch them? So come live and join me. Okay, 8:30 Wednesday. Okay. And then I need you to fill this out. Okay. I need to know, because what I do is I gather all the data and then I tweak my presentation. So I'm not just asking these questions to be cute. Okay. So I need to know, do people buy from you one time versus multiple? Do you show up online frequently, but you're not converting your time into sales? So does that mean, like, are you doing videos? Are you messaging people? Are you doing TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat? Like, what are you doing? And you feel like you're not converting that time into sales. Maybe you have a product or service that you know is going to change people's lives, but people aren't giving you a shot. Maybe you're taking a lot of courses, but you're still looking to gain paying clients without feeling awkward. Okay. Maybe you're uncomfortable bringing up money or asking for the sale. Maybe you just want this to be your highest year ever. Or maybe you're just getting started, or maybe you've been in business for a while, but you don't have any clients yet. So I need that information. I tell you a little bit about me, and then I ask you to fill this out. If I was your fairy godmother and I could teach you or change 3 things, like here's my mom, in your business, what would they be? Like, do you want me to help you increase sales, bring up the money, the words to use, booking, selling? What is it? Just type that for me. That helps me to tweak my presentation. Who told you about the event? Okay. And then, it's going to be a great event full of strategies, all kinds of things. I'm asking you to invite 5 people. Okay. And I even give you a little script that will help you. Okay. So that is going to be on Wednesday. And so, I love to do these Zooms and they're free, of course, right? And I like a Zoom, and I used to hate Zoom. Okay. But I like the Zoom because then I can see your cute little faces, Brady Bunch style, right? And then you can share with me information if you choose to, right? Plus, it gets lonely in this basement. I just got this little window over here. I'd love to have that communication. And I do believe that as entrepreneurs, we crave that. Like, we're in this together. It's like our club, right? So let's get together. If you are in Business Talk for Sales group, if you go to the event section, you can register for this event that's coming up on Wednesday. So I want you to think of 5 entrepreneurs that you know. I don't want you to think, will they attend? I want you to think of, do I know 5 entrepreneurs? All right. Look at Blanca. Yes, we stick together. Millie. Yes, she believes it. Yes. Love it, guys. Woo, those are my girls. Okay. So 5 entrepreneurs. So who do you know in the whole world that sells a nutritional product? Write their name down on a piece of paper. Who do you know in the whole world who has a hair salon? Write their name on a piece of paper. Who do you know in this whole entire world who is a lawyer, a doctor, an accountant, sells insurance? Okay. Who do you know in this whole entire world who has maybe a brick and mortar business? So they actually drive there and they go into a building. Who do you know? Who do you know in this whole entire world who works from home, that they have their own business? Maybe they sell jewelry. Maybe, they sell the oils. Maybe they are a coach. Maybe they're a coach online or in person. Who do you know? And the last person is, who do you know who sells vehicles, trucks, or construction equipment, cars, motorcycles? Okay. Who do you know? So I've given you a lot of people to think about, right? Write their names down. And when you go to register, and if you say that you're willing to share the link out, right? It'll pop up a little script for you that you can copy and paste and just send it to them. Okay. So just invite them. And the reason I'm asking you to do that is twofold. Number one, oftentimes we like to keep information to ourselves. Sometimes we don't want anyone to know that we're working on our business. Well, I believe that we should share information. I'll always share stuff with you guys. Number two, it's going to help you to step out of your comfort zone. It's going to help you with reaching out to others. And if you're following my blessing method, you know what that means, don't you? When you reach out to them to invite them to this event, you know how you can transform that into them becoming your client, right? It works full circle. Always thinking of the strategy, right? I hope to see you on Wednesday, all right? And if you're waiting and you're like, Erica, I thought you said you had a course coming up. I do. Master Surveys to Sell. It starts on Monday. There's a few slots left, okay? You have to be enrolled by Sunday or when the slots get filled. Whichever comes faster, then it will be closed. Nobody else can enter the workshop, the course, until it is finished. It might be 8 weeks or maybe 12 weeks. And in that course, you're going to gain 3 surveys. We're going to do them together. We'll role play your presentation if you would like. You're going to learn scripts. You're going to learn how to have people fill out your survey, how to attract people to you, how to get them to show up to an appointment, the words to use, how to get referrals. Yes, this is crazy, right? If you're in a team building situation, how to team build. You're also going to learn how to have a second appointment with them. So when I had my nail salon, people came back in 2 weeks, right? When I was on my corporate job in the weight loss industry, they came back. In my coaching business, I see people again. We have a second appointment to check in. I believe in a 10-day appointment, and I teach you how to get people to book that, to hold it, and what to do during that time. So basically, it is all about learning how to perfect your presentation and your booking and how to sell a lot more. And that's what we're going to do there. And it starts on Monday, the 21st. And the reason I don't have an end date for it is because I'm beta testing this, right? Typically, I taught surveys separately. I taught selling separately. Well, we're kind of combining this. And the reason I didn't give an end date is because what if I say, well, we're going to do this once, and I feel like we need to maybe narrow it down even more, and we end up having 3 sessions on that. So I'm not giving an end date. I can tell you're going to get a lot of value out of it, and it's going to be on Zoom. Okay. You have a personalized Facebook group that's there now, and we've got a community, and we're all going to learn together, and it's going to be great. I'm actually giving you a template for 3 surveys, and we're going to fill in the blanks. You're going to learn exactly what questions to ask so that you can sell at a higher rate. But a lot of people ask questions, but they don't know how to tie those questions into the selling part. That's what we're going to do. We're going to marry the two. Oh, so that's what you asked me, Blanca, was the date. So it starts on the 21st of March. And then, did I say April? It's March. It's March 21st. And so you have to be enrolled by Sunday if there's slots left. And then it's going to close down. And I don't know if this is going to be something I'm going to do, twice a year. I'm not sure yet because it's the first time I'm holding the Mastering Surveys to Sell. So I'm sorry, mastersurveystosell.com is the link. So let me give you the right one. Mastersurveystosell.com will get you there. Otherwise, I will see you on Wednesday. Don't forget, share it out with 5 people. If you found this helpful, will you share this out? Will you share this information out? Give me some love. Let me know what your takeaways were. I love you guys. I'm always cheering you on. And I want you to remember something, okay? That you are unique. You are fabulous. You're exactly where you need to be, okay? Remember that. Sometimes we look to our left, we look to our right, and we compare ourselves to others. You never know what somebody else is going through. Do not compare yourself. Can you look at me right now and know that I have MS? Can you look at me and know that my body's attacking itself with psoriatic arthritis? You may be able to see my psoriasis. I hope not. Can you look at me and know that I have 3 brain injuries and dyslexia? No. Okay. Sometimes I say some crazy things, and I don't spell so well, but you don't know. And I run successful businesses. Do you know when my mom was sick? Did you know when she was passing away? No. You don't know that about other people. You don't know what their story was. Okay. But what you do need to know is that you have everything inside of you right now to be successful. You showed up tonight, right? And there's a reason. You needed to hear one of these things, I believe, right? Or you know someone who needs to hear it. All you need to do to be successful is get your strategy in place and just keep it simple. Keep it simple and implement it. That's all. I keep it so simple that people try to complicate it. Trust me. It's simple. It is simple. Tune in on Wednesday and just see how simple it is. Okay. Got a great training for you. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much for tuning in. See you soon. Bye. I can't wait to see your Post-it notes. DM me. I want to see your list that you made. Okay. Bye, guys.